Hello everybody and welcome to Startup Company. Now today I have made sure before I started that there will be no issues with my recording drive. I have a whole terabyte of free space, so there should be no problems. It should be absolutely fine. But I did say to you guys that I would just let you know what was kind of going on. So at the moment we have stocks in 3 different companies. We have Jitter, Reddit and eBay. 4. Reddit, eBay, and Alitada. Now, it seems like Reddit and Alitada are the ones I've put the most into. Alitada, for example. Actually, I need to go to my finances, don't I? Wherever they are. Competitors, it is. So, Alitada, we put a lot of money into. We've got 24,000 shares in them. We've put in about... Well, it's actually a million's worth of shares we've got with them. They're worth 200 million, but we're actually starting to get like towards 0.5% of their total value of their company. Great. Now, that was one thing I was looking at. I could see some other YouTuber put up like episode 12 and they were like, we're millionaires. And I was like, but I'm only on episode 12 and I'm not a millionaire yet. But then I've just realized I've got like a million's worth of stock in this company. So although I don't keep a lot of money, what business does? What business do you know that keeps all of its money in a vault like Scrooge McDuck and like goes swimming in it? No, they don't. They invest. So that's what I'm doing, okay? There we go. Also, how did Scrooge McDuck not really hurt himself? Like, do you remember DuckTales? He like dived into the gold and that must have been painful. Anyway, it always looked fun to me as a kid, but as an adult, nah, that's just wrong. So let's have a little look, shall we? We've got 500,000 in the bank. DreamStream is making 11,000 every day. Spy on Your Friends is making 6,000 every day. So I'm quite happy with these guys. Their hype seems alright. Eye in the Sky could do with a bit of hype. Curvy Talks needs lots of hype. Spy on Your Friends needs a bit of hype as well. So it's only really DreamStream that's doing alright with the hype. 14% should be enough for you. Spy on Your Friends. Curvy Togs needs about... Yeah, 76 plus 24. That should do it. Eye in the Sky. No, it's a good job I'm not really in charge of a company, because with the maths like mine, I suppose I'd just hire a really good accountant and trust them to do everything mathsy, I suppose. I have a friend who's an accountant. I'd hire her in a heartbeat, right? Yeah, never mix business and pleasure. Second rule. Second thing Sheilab's done wrong in business today. Being bad at maths and employing her friends. Right, so... This is why I work for myself and don't employ people. These people are all unhappy. Let's send them on a holiday. Again, this is why I am terrible at business. I just like to send everyone on holiday all the time. We're going to Ibiza. Do you remember that song, anyone? I'm totally aging myself now. That was a really good song when I was a kid. Everyone was happy when they sang that song. It was the Venga Boys. Anyone remember them? They had that stupid Venga Bus song too. Right, I think everyone who needs to be on holiday is on holiday in Marbella or Ibiza or wherever it is that they wanted to go and party. Because they're devs, okay? Like they work in an up-and-coming IT office, so surely they must be all young and up and coming and wanting to go on party vacations. I'm sure none of them are wanting to go and relax or go to Sandals or anything like that, you know. I'm not being paid by any of these people, by the way, but if you want to pay me, then do. I'm not important enough for anybody to want me to sponsor their stuff. Right, anyway. Where are we? Half the office is on vacation. And I do have some people that need names. So I'm going to be just looking and seeing what I think I need in the way of extra staff. Now, I'm thinking the first thing I want is 1 or 2 extra of these graphics guys. These 2. So someone to help out Ixias and Kate Lena. Not seen much of Kate Lena lately. I wonder where she is. Maybe she's on holiday. Okay. Right, we can't have any more desks, so let's just go straight to the employee section and recruit some more graphic designers. There we go. Start recruiting. I'll just upgrade them if I need anything more complicated than a beginner. Bernice Robinson applied. Who's Bernice Robinson? 108%. Maybe. Need to look at these contracts. Shall I? Oh, I have to click on them. Actually, physically click on them. Let me just check that that person has a name as well in a minute. So I need blueprint components. Yeah, I really need this designer like right now then. I have urgent contracts waiting. Okay, Bernice Robinson, you are going to be one of our graphic people. You are going to be renamed though. Well, someone called Al Bratley wanted a particular name for their character. They didn't want them to be called Al, they wanted them to be called Roll Brandywine, which sounds like a very hobbity name to me. Hobbity hobbity. Right, there we go. There you go, Raoul Brandywine, start making some of that. On the subject of Tolkien, well, while we're talking about hobbits, I was born in the same place where J.R.R. Tolkien went to school. That's an interesting Sheelab fact for the day. It is also the home of Cadbury chocolate. And yes, I'm talking about the Midlands. Right. Let's start a new day. And let's have a look at these contracts, shall we? Let's manage these contracts. So, I can't deliver anything because I'm missing these blueprint components. Oh, you don't have a manager? You need a manager right now. Right now. Can you manage any more? Oh no, you're the HR manager. Of course you can't. All the managers are on vacation. Pretty sure they manage while they're on vacation anyway. Auto repeat. There we go. I think when they're on vacation, the auto repeat still works, but they don't get the manager bonus. They work very slightly slower, all the people under that manager. Or at least as far as I can tell, that's how it works. See what the hype's like on these guys. Just keep the hype going with a little bit of marketing magic. That could do with an upgrade. Upgrade. And you could do just a little bit of marketing like that. Lovely. We're going to be a little bit over on the old... on the old contracts if I'm not careful. Let's see which one's most urgent. 12 hours left on that one. Oh, I can put that one in now. Great. And then 17 hours left on that one. But I'm out of back-end components. Are all my devs on... No, they're not all. So let's just change you to that. And then we can see if we can do that contract. What's this contract going to be about then? Stuff that we can do. Great. Wow, 81,000. These contracts are continually getting bigger. Do you notice that? Come on, 2 more. Just 2 more of these back-end components so I can hand that one in as well. And then we can spend our money on some more shares. I'm very interested in buying out all of these while we're slowly growing our company, buying out all the others. Very fun. I love this sort of thing. It's really cool. So, do I want to have a bigger share in Read It, or do I want to have a bigger share in Alatarda? Well, Alatarda seems to be doing really, really well. It's growing fast. Look at it grow. But then look how fast mine are growing compared to theirs. Mine are really, really starting to take off now. Okay, so let's buy another... Can't buy that many. We could certainly buy another 250,000 or 500,000's worth. Yep. Putting all our eggs in one basket a little bit with this, but never mind. It's making us money. It's making us like 60,000 a month at the moment. If I look at the finances now, you can see Dreamstream is making us 337,000 per month. Eye in the Sky is another 100,000, so it's 500,000 between these guys each month. And then Alatarda made us 30,000. However, every day that's going to increase. I'll be very interested because that's the revenue before we really bought the shares is 2,700. I'll be very interested to see how much that's going to get us now. We need back-end components again, but there is someone making them. And making so much money on contracts, it's so good. Yeah, we've got 59 hours to do it. It's fine. I'm loving just being able to ask for fixed price contracts. I find them so much better than the... I don't know, they maybe aren't better than the ones where you have to decide what price you're going to give, but I always feel I'm getting gypped on those because I set it too low. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that, making me 11,000 a day now. That's pretty awesome. But I do feel like it's easier just to put loads of money into shares than it is to make new products. So I'm kind of just like, I'll just make my money make money. I won't bother doing any work. Work is for the people who are stupid. People who don't know how to invest. Nah. Nothing beats hard work. It is character building. I should know, I've done lots of it. So how much do you want to buy of this now? 100, 100k, 85k. Let's see how much we make off it now. 4,321 every day just from that. So that makes the same every day as Eye in the Sky does. And we've put so much work into Eye in the Sky, whereas we just put in a contract's worth of money each time and we just make loads of money back. It's great. So we're going to add up quite a lot. So I've got a project I need to deliver with back-end components again. We have everybody back now, and everyone's happy, which is great. Back-end components are still being really heavily hit. I might have to put someone else onto them as well. Although your job really isn't that. Although it will be for a bit, I think, Owlbear, because I think you were making semantic components before, if I'm right. Let's see what goes up and what doesn't. One of those two, anyway. She's an intermediate, so it's one of these. Okay, so I get 170,000. So I'm making 15, 21, 24. Yeah, I make about 25,000 a day just in investments and products before I even touch the contracts. Well, the back-end components is annoying. How many interface modules do we have? We have plenty. Mind you, that's not actually something that we need back-end modules for, so... Video playback. Trying to find it. Trying to see what's using up all of these back-end modules. No, 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 no. Or interface module. Video playback. Where is it? Aha. That doesn't use anything. It uses the back-end modules. Input module. That's using it. Right, okay. You need to do something else for a little while. Something that doesn't involve back-end components. Those for a bit. I don't know. I need to get these contracts done. They're both under. What is using these back-end blooming components? Oh, this is driving me nuts now. I'm just going to put more people onto it. This is messing up my really organised people. Okay, let's hope I can start turning these in now. Right, so that one's minus quite a lot. There we go. Oh, thank goodness for that. That was rough. Our reputation is in tatters. Let's go buy some more stock to cheer ourselves up. I will buy all of Alatada eventually. So we have 1.5 million out of 206 million. We're 1/200th of the way. We're actually nearly a whole percent. That's great. Daily income of that is 5. They get 500,000 every day just in daily income. That's crazy. I could do that off contracts though, I think. Rubbish contract. Probably because I let the others go over. Search for new contracts. Hurry up. UI components. We're making -1 of them at the moment. Oh dear. Backend components. UI components. Okay. UI components. There are tons of those. What's going on there? It's these lead developers, I tell ya. I may just have to have everybody working on, because we've got a good stock of like everything else at the moment, other than maybe the search algorithm things, but we don't really use those. So I'm thinking to put everybody on back-end and UI components for a bit. So you two are UI, back-end, Sangiri, UI components, back-end components, UI components, back-end components. Let's get a good stock of them going, and then we'll put people back onto individual jobs again. Okay, that'll work for now. Can I hand it in yet? No, because we don't have enough UI components, but we will do in the morning. I will accept that contract and deliver it straight away. Jump to the start of the next day and wait for the other 5 UI components that I need to come in, which they will do very soon. Something's really heavily drawing on those though. Oh, I'm missing graphics components as well. You guys are all working on blueprint components. So I want one of you on the wireframes and the other 2 on graphics. There we go. There's another contract there ready to be... that's wanting graphics components as well. Don't really care. They're getting made for us, so that's good. 29 hours left. It's really, really, really high urgency, so... Punchbox TV. Need our help. This is going quite slowly. Let's just check these. Oh, the hype's down on these. I've not been paying attention to those at all. Let's get the hype going. Hype train! Marketing hype train! Stream is 98% hype. That's fine. 77% for Eye in the Sky. Oh, we need some extra space. Let's do that. I don't really look at what DevOps is doing. I need to look at that a bit more. There, that'll work for a little bit. There's some people needing holidays though. Let's get them sorted, shall we? I imagine they're the people that didn't go on holiday last time. There we are. And also, Krista needs to go on holiday. So there'll be 3 days of no holidays for anybody else. There's a contract deadline in an hour, and we still don't have enough graphics components. So that's going to be late then. Which sucks. That really sucks. Starts to eat into my profit. Come on. Just need 3 more. There's 2 of you working on it. It shouldn't be that hard. Why is it going down? Oh my goodness me. Get on it. I sent one of them on vacation. Nightmare. I don't manage this office very well, do I? Come on, guys. We're really, really late. What is using all those up? Come on. Just stop working. Stop it. Just stop it. You're costing us so much money. Right. We can do this now. Ah, now we don't have enough wireframes. Oh, come on. Okay, this clearly means we need more graphic designers. We're using up the stuff too quickly. Did I have any candidates left from the last recruitment drive? No, I did not. 1 more designer, please. Phoebe Bryan. You will probably not really do. You are... you'll do Amy Sims. Lovely. Go sit in that chair. And learn to make all these things. Great. Okay, so these contracts are so overdue. It's not even funny. But we had enough goodwill, and my expert guys on contract management helped a lot with that. Okay, we've got enough of those. We are getting towards enough wireframe components, but I need to maybe lay off the contracts for a little bit. Because we're running out of stuff. I might even send some of the lead devs on holiday. Oh, you need a manager. Of course you do. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 3 out of 3. Okay, I think I need to upgrade a manager. There we go. And we'll start the next day, and still making loads of money. We're nearly up at 500,000 again. Which means we probably want to buy some more shares. I mean, I wonder if there's a way to tell what kind of money you would make off something. Not really sure. I just keep buying what looks up and coming, and it seems to be working alright. I don't have that much money. The slider is slightly weird. Let's buy that much. Once we own all the stock in this company, it will be giving us so much money. My research guys are idling. Okay, well, let's see how they're doing. Research that, please. That is the last thing. They are on their last thing to research now. They just have one more framework, and that is it. Ooh. Right, you guys can just work on something that have a lot of back-end components. We don't really. Just seeing what they can make that isn't gonna steal all the other components. Well, you know, we'll make them. Both of you make storage modules because we don't have many of them. In fact, you could make one of those. There we are. They'll probably run out of components really soon. Oh, I took the auto repeats off. Oops. That's not good. Imagine if I had to do the whole office without auto repeats. That would be so bad. I will accept your 31,000 rubbish contract. I would like better contracts than that though. I would also like more contracts, I think. That's more like it. Now I've started to plug up some of the bottlenecks in the work flow. Take some of those for a bit. It's starting to get a little bit easier to fulfill these contracts. In the meantime, let's have a look at upgrades for our services. Oh, we've run out of front-end modules for that. Ooh. That'll work. Curvy talks, you need something about 13%, so I would say mobile landing page. Spy on your friends. Oh, that's really bad. Something with massive hype like that. And that. Upgrade. That. Marketing as well. Lovely. Oh, this is more like 88,000 in one fell swoop. I like making this much money. It is great. So how are we doing for stock then? We have a lot of an awful lot of stuff. We have no semantic components. Could possibly do with those then. So we've clearly been using them. I'm going to get a couple of these guys onto that. A couple of contracts to do. 55,000. Should be able to hand that straight in and get him searching straight away for a new one, which is great. 89,000. Fantastic. We have tier 14. I don't think tier 14 gives us anything. I think tier 15 will, though. I am wondering whether I should relaunch something. We now have Nitrosoft Platform 2016, which is an amazing platform. It only gives us one more feature, but it gives us a lot more levels to our features, I think. Video functionality, payment system, landing page. Could maybe do sharing functionality or something. Add that on, release it. Don't know if that would help. Probably not. But I thought that that would give me loads more that I could do, but you still really have to choose what's the best for each product. Shall I make another product as well? Maybe not right now. Okay, so Amy Sims needs to be renamed. So Amy Sims is now going to be Snicker Snaps, who also commented in the last video. And I would like to employ, I think, some more sales executives. Or marketing people. How are we doing for marketing stuff? I think we got loads of it, to be honest. Yeah, we're fine for marketing. We have no issue at all. Although I think I want you to be making copywriting. I know it's below your pay grade a bit, but never mind. I mean, honestly, I think that what we actually need is another expert sales executive, honestly. Sales executive. No, I'll just start with a beginner and I'll upgrade them. I find that usually a bit easier. Telehuff looks like a good candidate. However, I'm wanting a particular name for someone. So we're going to go with Jaden Malone. I'm going to sit him down here. We're going to upgrade him to an expert. And we're going to rename him Test Pilot Pete. Test Pilot Pete. Ah! Because Test Pilot Pete really wanted a name, so I thought, well, we'll get an appropriate person in there to do that. Now, Test Pilot Pete, you need a manager, so I just upgraded someone. Stonewaves. Stonewaves will be your manager. Low urgency. It's annoying when I get low urgency. I wish I could choose just to have high urgency contracts. It'd be amazing. Okay, so Test Pilot Pete, let's start finding contracts, shall we? Let's do fixed price ones, large contracts. I could do bids, but no, let's do fixed. The one thing with just buying the shares is you have to keep pumping money in, which is kind of a shame. So now we're getting more contracts in, hopefully. Oh, I need to take that down, that advert. I don't need more than 3. No way do I need more than 3. To be honest, I'm going to be getting rid of 2 in a minute. Because you guys have done an absolutely outstanding job, but I don't really need you anymore. Anguis, just change onto that, please. I don't need to update the servers nearly as much as that guy is doing work, to be honest. I'll accept all these contracts. We're needing back-end modules quite urgently. And encryption components. Okay. Everyone make back-end modules. And it was encryption components, wasn't it? So we'll have at least 2 on that. Jump to the start of the day. So we've got a big load of contracts now. That one I could deliver, but I've got 160 hours on it, so I think not. Same with that one. I'm going to wait for this one. Because this one's high urgency. $95,000. As soon as I can deliver this one, I'll deliver the others. See, that's what I thought would happen. I can only deliver them one at a time. So just leave that for a second. We'll go and have a quick look at the hype on our things. And we are missing front-end modules, and we kind of need them quite badly. So I will bolster things with a bit of marketing for a little while. And then we'll get them working on the front-end modules. TV commercial is so good. Marketing in general is quite good. Spy on your friends. Needs a little bit of marketing love. Do that for a bit. And some video ads as well. Cool. Have a look at this contract then. 92,000. I will happily accept that. I might let this go to 1 million just to show how rich we are before I buy more shares. Okay, so that's it's a non-urgent contract, that one. So we've got 91 hours left on that. So that's the most important. These other ones, a little bit low in their urgency, so we don't need to worry about them too much. Let's have a quick look at these guys. We're fine. Eye in the sky. Could do with some serious marketing love here. 20. I could do with marketing. We could do an audio commercial. Curvy Talks, Eye in the Sky, Dream Stream. Once a lot of this marketing runs out, just have to keep going with it. Video ads. That'll last a little longer. Accept that low urgency contract with 184 hours to go. Get rid of some of these like low end ones, because they suck. And everyone needs a holiday again. Woo! Including all the managers. Okay. I think the problem is here that the managers don't actually show up on the employee risk, do they? Let's see who we can find. Like, let's have a look for stone waves. No. So it's like I have to send these guys off on holiday. Yeah, it's like I have to send them off on holiday individually. Oh no, they are going on. Oh, Stonewaves is right there. Sorry. No, the managers are actually underneath. They're in this list. It's fine. Oops. I'm finding now with an office of getting towards 50 employees, this is becoming really important that I can do that from just a list rather than having to click on them all individually to send them on holiday. That would be a nightmare. Right, let's jump to the start of the day and then respond to the contract because it gives us a little bit of extra time. That's a nice contract. But we are very low on network components, so I would like to change a few of you guys onto those. Look at the contract here. So we are just missing network components for pretty much everything. So I'm glad that I've got a few developers that are still actually left in the office. I've got 3 network components, 2 back-end components. In fact, do that. Someone needs to go into encryption components as well. UI, we've got too many of them. Not like we won't get through them. We will. We totally will. Right, deliver the short-term one first. Do that one as well. We've got 80 hours left on that, so we're good. But things do get a bit touch and go when it gets to this sort of time. 1.2 million without even looking at it. Gee, that's good. Come on, guys. One more network component I can give this last contract in. Great, thank you. Oh, I can get my finances up just by clicking on there. So, Alatada has made us 114,000, so that's going up all the time. Every day that we're getting a bit more. So at the moment we make almost 3 million a month. And we operate at 310,000. That's all right. See, I'm wondering, like, whether a massive loan of like 120,000. Well, do you know what? Even big loans aren't big anymore. That's crazy, isn't it? Jump to the start of the day before I take the other ones. So we're missing encryption components. We do have someone working on that. I could maybe do with another one. We need network components being worked on. Back-end components, not so much. So I will move you over to encryption. Let's have a look at these. Right, the hype's right down on these now. So I need to start probably adding upgrades. That. Curvy togs. That needs a really big upgrade as well. Eye in the sky needs something. And it doesn't really have it. Okay. Gonna have to do something with marketing here. I would say a TV commercial. And I would say for you, not really needing a TV commercial, but needs something. Partnership would help. Audio commercial. That'll work. But keeping these growing is starting to cost more and more and more in marketing and all that sort of thing. So luckily I will have space soon from where I'm going to be getting rid of these guys. So that's good. Right, let's start to balance these things out a little bit. I'm going to put someone else on front-end modules. That takes UI components and interface modules. We have plenty of interface modules. However, we are going to need to really watch out on the UI components. Oh, we've got tons of them. Okay. Front-end modules, everyone on front-end modules. Let's hammer that thing. Okay, let's check these contracts out. So, you first. You second. You third. Next day. Some more marketing. I just abusing marketing at this point to make up for my lack of features. It's all fine. It's all cool. Accepting all the contracts. Don't even care what they are anymore. We've gone over 100 grand on contracts at this point. Right, so 66, 67, 67. I'll go with 65, 66. Can't do 67 because we do not have enough blueprint components. Right, graphics guys. Time to change tack. Oh, that one wasn't even trained in it. There we go. Right, next day we should get enough to do this contract easily. And we have 1.5 million in the bank. Oh yeah. That's a long-term contract, it's fine. Deliver that one. 1.7 million. I think we need to do something with our money, so I would like to pop that into some more shares in Alatada, which is doing a outstanding job for us. So let's get 1 million's worth of shares in that. About 1.5 million actually. 1.3 million, that sounds great. Hopefully these stocks are getting more and more. See, we now own 1.6% of the company. We own 3 million's worth of it. It's valued at 206 million. Makes 500,000 a day. Contracts. I think I've been playing this for quite some time now. Let me check what time I started. Started at midnight. Yes, I've been playing for 48 minutes. So I think we are going to have to stop there, but we have made so much money. I'm going to jump to the start of the day and see how much we make off Alatada each day. 10 grand a day just out of having shares in that company. How good is that? So anyway, I am going to pause it there and stop recording because I get so sucked in. I don't know if any of you guys that play this get sucked in and like hours go and you're like, oh, what have I been doing with all this time? But that's how I feel with this game. So anyway, very, very addictive. But I hope you enjoyed the episode nonetheless, and if you did, then please leave me a like below, and I hope to see you all next time. But in the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.